I used to have a professor last year that would always say, go home and write these notes down 3 or 4 times. And I was like, dang, I'm solid. I ain't about to write these notes 3 times. Hey y'all, what's up? It's Justin Texas and welcome to the community. This week on the community, it's back to school, and for back to school, I'm going to be giving y'all tips and little things that I do on how I take notes. So first things first, I never take neat notes at school. Whenever I take notes at school, they're very messy, they're very unlegible probably to other people. It's probably not even print, it's probably a very sloppy cursive. You're never gonna fit everything in time to take good notes at school. I take sloppy notes on loose leaf paper, and then I come back and I have a spiral that I use for that certain class, and I write them back in the spiral. So let me show you how I do it. These are my sloppy notes that I have taken. Like I said, it's nothing fancy, very gross cursive, just enough to where I understand what's going on, and then I like to go back and rewrite them. I like to start out with the fresh new page, of course, and then of course the title, I'm going to make it very big and bubbly. There's 2 ways I could do this. The first way is if you own sticky notes, stuff like that. Then the second way is if you don't. First, I'm going to show you if you don't own sticky notes or don't like to use them. So I'm just going to go ahead and make little tabs, and I'm going to put what the subject is of this, basically the main component of what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to go ahead and write in all the notes. I like to really take my time with my handwriting. I try to make it legible. I try not to do any sloppy cursive, letters I can read, whatnot, and then blah blah blah, whatever the rest is. And then, so if you have a sub-subject that ties in with this one, you would just go under and you would make a slight indentation that way, or you can do a bubble that way. Some people do numbers. I don't personally like to do numbers. It confuses me for when you do have stuff that has to do with steps. And then you would just go back and rewrite a second sub-subject, I think that's what they're called, and keep going. So that's the first way you can do it. The next way is if you own sticky notes. Again, we're going to start off here with the title, and then I like to get these, like, they're just like, I don't know, small sticky notes. And like, let's say if this was coming out of a textbook and this was the first chapter, I would just write a number 1, and whatever the first chapter was called, I would write it on the clear part. Then I would get my notebook and I would stick it to the very top way up here, like that. So it kind of hangs out like a divider. And then when you have the second chapter, you can just do that the same way. When you have a second chapter, like let's say this was the second chapter, I like to take them and measure them. So then boom, it looks like dividers kind of. So you can easily get to whatever subject or chapter that you are studying for that test or whatever. Next is if you have sticky tabs. I like to get these sticky tabs right here, the ones that are kind of small. And instead of writing the subtitle on the top like I did in the last video, I'm going to skip it completely, and I'm going to start the first tab, right? And then you keep going, keep going, whatever you want to write. Then on the sticky tab, I would write the sub-subject like this. And I get it, and I put the sticky part on the most part that starts it. And then let's say it stopped here, you would start your second subject, blah blah blah, and you would get your second one, and I would stick it where it starts again. And I would know from here all the way to this line right here is exposition, and then setting would start right here and then go all the way to the next page or whatever. Let's say you had a word that you didn't know. Let's just say, for example, you didn't know what the word setting meant. I like to get either big ones, small ones, depending on how you want to write it. I would take it and I would use it kind of as like a definition type of thing. So I would write the definition and I would just stick it somewhere. You could stick it on the side, you could stick it wherever you want. And if you wanted, you could make them match. And so for that word you didn't know, you're writing your notes, and wherever the word is, just stick the thing on the sticky note on top of it. and if you wanted, rewrite the word. And so as you're reading your notes, you see the word setting, and if you don't know what the word setting is, you know that you stick a definition. So this is what it would look like on a full set of notes. I have the index tabs over here where it's saying what the chapter is, including the title of the chapter over here. And then, like I said, I have the title here and also the title on the sticky tab, so I know where to start. I have my second title here, and then my word that I'm going to be finding and my definition. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you take these tips and use them later on. If you don't know, me and Mac are both holding giveaways on our channel. So I'm going to link them in the description below. Go ahead and check them out if you want to enter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did like it, and comment down below what types of videos you want to see from me and the other girls on the community. If you want to see more videos from me and the girls in the community, go ahead and subscribe down below. That's all I have now for this week's video. I will see you guys next week. Bye.
And I can't wait so we can break apart to hit me if I seem a little unimpressed with this an antisocial pessimist.